Ladies and gentlemen, one and all, welcome to something a little bit different. So, today I managed to play an 8-player match of Unification on the beta client. It's with all the vanilla factions, so I thought I would just, do the old replay thing of it. I'm mainly doing this just in case I'm not able to get a Yanari video out, though I'll still upload it as a separate video if I am. So yes, today it's going to be a free-for-all. We've got myself as the Necrons, and then we got Dark Eldar Guard, Orcs, Eldar, Space Marines, Tau, and Sisters. Chaos is not yet ready for prime time, or even testing. In fact, they are still currently having things added to them. They're nearly ready from what I understand, but yes, they are not quite there. Though, of course, this being an 8-player match means that it's going to take about 15,000 years to load. I do have this all on the lowest settings, so yeah, the terrain and stuff is going to look a little bit ew. But anyway, yes. So we have myself as the Necrons down here in the south of the Thuribis Plateau. Next door is the Sisters of Battle going anti-clockwise here. Then we have the Orcs. We have the Tau, we have the Guard, we have the Space Marines, we have the Dark Eldar, and we have their Craft World cousins. Well, mostly Craft World. Rangers, I think, are not Craft World, are they? I'm not sure. But anyway, yes. So, we're going to fast forward the start of the game, because the start of the game as Necrons is usually pretty boring. I mean, generally, it's just a case of get your generators, get your summoning core, capture a few points, and get your Lord and Warriors out. That's generally all there is to it. However, the Eldar do appear to have very much decided to... what's the hotkey for that? There is no hotkey for change speed. This is a travesty of a replay system. Oh well. Yes, the Eldar did attempt to come in and take my strategic points because I focused more on building than actually capturing the points at first. However, nothing major. They might have lost a Guardian at most. Tau have just realised that the Orcs have the relic, and yes, that's definitely... I was going to say that's definitely not going to go well for the Tau, but as it turns out, the Orcs have decided to take a bit of a vacation down here. So they were able to pretty much mop up that one squad that went in. Eldar appears to be attacking their Dark Camararian brethren. Or rather, they considered doing it and then decided to bugger right off again. Tau and the Tau do have some Kroot out now to try and deal with the get rid of all that. Yes, they do have some Kroot out now to try and deal with the Slugger boys. But, they did a pretty decent job, but yeah, they're not going to survive all that. The Sisters of Battle did come in to try and attack me. I think I missed that. No, they didn't. They must have just wandered in here and then realised I was there. But I have pushed the successfully pushed the Eldar back to this point here. They didn't really put up much of a fight. I'm not sure where that builder was going, but oh well. Ooh, what have we here? Looks like we have the Imperial Guard. walking into some shooter boys and immediately getting filled with Daka. That went well for them, didn't it? And for some reason there's a random fire warrior squad sitting right in front of the Imperial Guard's base. I'm not sure why the Guard are on that side of them, but oh well. This is going well. Fun fact, a guardsman squad cannot stand up to a fully reinforced fire warrior squad without some decent weaponry. Oh, here come the sisters. I've got 2 turrets. I really don't recommend this. Oh look! They're getting shot with turrets. And being Necrons, I just saw this and was like, well, this is easy to defend. They've got 2 sister squads, a missionary, and a... yeah. Here come the warriors. I think 2 of my squads have been upgraded with Gorse Reapers. Yes, they have. So that's some nice knockback right there. Turret goes down, but generally not too much of a loss. In comes the Lord to sort of smack about the Caldaris a bit. And off they go. Run away! Run away! Well, sucks to be that Caldaris. Kind of surrounded by Necrons at the moment. And will not, indeed, escape. The Tau, meanwhile, are taking on the Orcs over here. Just taking on one of their listening posts. Gretchens have gone in and decided to start meleeing the Tau Fire Warriors. Can't imagine that's going to be particularly effective. But the boys are very much on their way back. Looks like they were just attacking the Sisters of Battle. Keeping up with everything in an 8-player map is really difficult. Orcs just reinforcing the relic here. Sisters are running somewhere. Don't know where, but they seem to have got themselves into a little bit of a pickle. It's, ooh, one Sister of Battle firing at some Guardians. Oh, meanwhile, the Death March commences. In they come. There we go. Got the Great Summoning Core model from this distance is very broken, isn't it? On low graphic settings. Oh. Wrong place to be at the wrong time. Well, actually, the wrong place to be is just in my catacombs at all. Anyway. Ooh, we have a fight! Dark Eldar and the Space Marines appear to be having a bit of an argument. Or more specifically, the Dark Eldar are raiding them. You know, that's kind of their shtick, isn't it? What's going on over here? Imperial Guard. No. Imperial Guard looks to be trying to attack the Space Marines, maybe? Yes, because the Space Marines are in the Imperial Guard's base. That'll probably have something to do with that. Oh, there's Boreal. The meme master himself. Looking slightly less lower poly than he normally does, but hey, what can you do? Oh, and here's the Necrons again. So, death marks now. In the current public version of the of Unification, there is actually no limit to the amount of death marks that you can build. Now they are limited to 2 squads. So hopefully that should be a decent nerf. And obviously we've got some Immortals as well. Necron infantry are really good. You could probably just win with purely infantry in a PvE scenario. Yes, and the death marks target thing only applies to the target that they are actually shooting and not the whole squad. The orcs came in, they tried, and did precisely nothing. Tau are fighting for their base. Guard have come in and not done spectacularly, the command squad here. Going around cleaning up fire warriors, but generally they are, yep, they're pretty low health. I see explosions over here. Oh, that's because we've wandered in, or the Necrons, by me, has wandered into the Sisters of Battle's base. And the Dark Eldar AI, being the git it is, keeps using that ability, Soul Strip or something. No, that's the Imperial Guard one. But that single target anti-commander ability. Ooh, they've got an immolator out. Good-o. Time for some toasty Necrons. And by toasty Necrons I of course mean toasty immolator, because that's going to do precisely nothing when I have 2 full squads of immortals. Yes, Necrons are still quite scary, especially when you send in your squads like 1 at a time. That's not really the best strategy. Meanwhile, the Eldar appear to have reached tier 2 and have actually got out not only some of their shroud runners, that was the one. But yes, they do have a Wraith Lord. And the Shroud Runner has got stuck. There we go. In they go. Oh, wrong way. I'm terrible with camera controls, I really am. They do have... They got a Dark Lance and that laser thing, so that might take down the Wraith Lord fairly quickly. Or at least it would have, had they not just tanked all of this Guardian fire and died. Somehow I don't think the Dark Eldar are longed for this world. I think they're going to be heading back to Comora very soon. Oh, I see explosions over here too. It's a lone stealth suit attacking a listening post. Okay, nothing majorly interesting. I've now left the Sisters base and am attacking the Orcs relic. But the Tau are on the horizon, and they have a few fire warriors. It's not going to be enough to fight me, because, as usual, I'm playing Necrons. Dark Eldar still. Necron Lord retired. Ah, I got a Pharaon. Yes, I remember that now. I didn't remember when I did it, but I do remember it. Now, you may have seen in the dev showcase that they are adding some more Pharaons to Necrons. The Pharaon that we have here today, when I remember how cameras work, there we go, is this guy. General Grievous, I mean, Gelmach the Moonkiller. Is that how you pronounce it? Gelmacher? I don't know. But yes. Him and his veteran pariahs, who seem to be getting stuck on some death marks. Now, what he can do is he's quite a fun chappy. So he has Resorb, so you don't have to worry about giving up Resorb if you get him. But he can also summon a Sentry Pylon. You may remember those from the campaign. Yeah, Orc base is basically dead, so there's not really much they can do at this point. Yeah, he's also he's more of a I'm going to sit in your face and stab you repeatedly sort of a Pharaon. In terms of his abilities, he can also summon the what's his face? Was it the Crimson something? One of the Catan that we haven't actually seen yet. Space Marines, for some reason or another, have decided that the best way to go against the vehicle is a flamer. Luckily, it's Imperial Guardmen, so those flamers will still get their use. Unfortunately for Space Marines, the Imperial Guard do actually have a las cannon heavy weapons team here, who seems quite content to just sit there rather than pursue. And yes, the Dark Eldar have very much been killed. You can still see their HQ, because technically it's in the fog of war, but because I'm viewing this from the perspective of player one. Oh, that's not a good place to be, Hellhound. Never mind, he's fine. Let's go on over here. Oh, what's that? It's a Space Marine LP, it's fine. Space Marines attack indeed. Well, you attacked, now you're running. Somehow I don't think a single squad of Space Marines and a Scout Marine squad is going to be able to beat two Wraith Lords. The Farseer here. Is that Maka? It is. So yes, Eldar now can get 3 Farseers. They've got Maka, they've got... okay, that's a really scary army. The standard one, is it Caldaris? And they've also got one which I'm not actually sure was announced, so I'm going to avoid saying their name. Chances are they have been, but... details. In they go. And away they go. Oh, that's a bad place to be for that squad. Well, they're dead. They are very dead. I seem to be just mustering. I'm not really doing much at the moment. Oh, some guardsmen have engaged my death marks. Somehow, I don't think that's going to go all that well. No, it didn't. Funny that. I also got a few wraiths because I was lacking detection when I was fighting the tower a minute ago. A fight which we probably missed. Although they're gonna be useful for the Eldar as well, assuming they survive that long. Wraiths, not the tankiest things. Sure, you can use phase shift on them, but yeah, if you well, let's just say if you're a rather terrible player like myself, then chances are you'll forget to use phase shift and it'll be immediately one-shot by a broadside. Ooh. Sucks to be that worker. I like the fact these pariahs have capes. Sadly no cape physics, but the Dow engine probably gets a little bit upset with that. I mean, okay, the Pharaon here does have cape physics, but if all the units have it, it's probably going to just break. And we're being attacked by something. Yeah, we're being attacked by Medusa, that's the one. But what exactly is going on here? A random guardsman squad has engaged some devastators. Because yes, devastators are now a thing with the Space Marines. I mean, that was always the intention. But, and, oh look! A random pylon appeared. Yes, that's because of the Moon Lord's ability. It costs 100 power, and it summons this. And there's a short time while he summons it. It's not like an instant ability, but it's still pretty quick. Somehow I get the feeling that that may end up getting some changes. 100 powers, not really a lot for a Necron at this stage of the game. I can't remember how much health it has. Oh, it's only got 1,200. Okay, that's pretty easy to take down. It's a lot of AoE. I don't know. I'll leave the balanced discussions to the people who actually know what they are on about. Oh. And the Tau are now dead. Meanwhile, Imperial Guard and the Eldar seem to be pincering the Space Marines. Oh. Bonk. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, the Space Marines seem to have gone for the Flamer Plasma Cannon approach to their Predator, which, against Eldar, not the greatest. They probably should have gone for the Las Cannon at this point. And against Guard as well. Yeah, they should have gone for the Las Cannon variant. I can't remember the name. Is it Predator Annihilator? I don't know. Well, it's dead either way. Ooh, there's a... Ah, Valkyrie up here. Nope, Vendetta. Pew 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 pew. Stop firing for a minute. I just look over and the command squad gets complete... okay, maybe not deleted, but... Get the animation look kind of funny when they're using fleet of foot. I really would not recommend that, Gaskins. You're supposed to be like the special forces, and you decide to run into a massive group of Necrons. Dear. And I'm starting to get tired for some reason. Down goes the Sentinel. Down goes the Commander. In a moment. Eventually. 1,422. So yeah, they got a few upgrades for the Commander. I think we're having some pathing issues here. Go on, get in there. Got the rotary cannon thing. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot for my pariahs. Luckily, oh there we go. There, one went down. Right, it's not too bad. Is there any entertaining stuff happening over here? Oh, the Eldar are actually flanking the Space Marines as I shoot the camera in like a really weird direction. So, yes, we are very much... Ooh, that looked painful. You spin my head right round, etc., etc. Alright, what's going on over here? Death. Death. A lot of death. Lots and lots of death. Oh yeah, and I did delete that pylon. You can only summon one pylon at a time. So it's not like you can spam it. That would be ridiculous. But, yep. Guard are dead. Space Marines are pretty much dead. They'll be dead momentarily. There's not really much of a chance that the what's left of the Space Marines can actually fight this. If the Eldar, of course, actually go in and stop admiring the scenery. Oh, they're capturing that, so they probably all gather around. Yes, this point is really important for the prophecy. There we go. God dead. And yes, I am aware of the hypocrisy of me telling off an AI for just standing around. I'm aware that I do it as well. I like how Ruthall just backhands things. Yeah. Be on, peasant! Whoosh! Yeah, you gotta feel sorry for those Space Marines. Well, maybe not. What chapter are they, anyway? That helps. There's some sort of blue chapter. See the Night Scythe in the distance. Yes, I got the Night Scythe. That's not new. Yeah, I can't get a good shot of it either. We're all familiar with the flying croissant. Fire prism there that got caught out by my forces. And I can't imagine that surviving. Never mind, it's run away. And I've not given chase. I like the Wraith Blades. Especially the dual-wielding ones. Anything that's dual-wielding is instantly improved. That's why I'm having quite a lot of fun with the Moonlord. I've not actually tried out the two other Pharaons yet. I can't remember their names. One of them gets you a veteran immortal squad, and the other one gets you a Tombstalker. And here comes the avatar of the bloody-handed god himself, Cain. Fighting an entire Necron force on his own. Somehow I don't see this going in his favour. Nope. Nope, he's not having any of that. Stomp, 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 stomp. And the Wraith has decided to go in on its own and been immediately cast into space. Oh no, it's fine. Oh no, it's dead. What a shock. And speaking of dead, so's the Avatar. Sucks to be you. We have an invisible turret shooting me. What is this? That was a death mark that presumably got path blocked on something. The Eldar are trying to move all their buildings. Though not the HQ, it seems. The HQ is staying right there. Ooh, the Shroud Runners have come into the well, they look... No, they're not Shroud Runners. But the jet bikes came in and were immediately deleted because of Immortals. Wraith Lord's doing pretty much the same. The Doom Blades are also good against vehicles, so that's even better anti-armor. Now what I could have done at this point is use the stasis field ability to just freeze all their units and then finish the game. But I decided to give them more of a fair fight, and by fair fight I mean completely slaughter them, because this wasn't even remotely close. And Maka calls in her, or attempts to call in her Eldritch Storm, and it goes about as well as you expected. Meanwhile, I'm busy over here just completely destroying their base. Well, this lot clears up the army. They have one group of fire dragons left. Can they save the craft world from destruction? No. No, they can't. What on earth am I actually doing? There we go. Got there in the end. So yeah. It was a quick 8-player game. It was pretty entertaining to play, actually. I've not played an 8-player map in forever, because I have to put my graphics settings to their lowest. And, yeah, I'm quite happy with 6. 6 players on medium. That's good enough for me. I wouldn't recommend trying to do that with, like, the really big factions, though, like Emperor's Children and World Eaters. Dark Angels, maybe, as well. Witch Hunters. They're all gonna crash the game, but with the vanilla races, you can still get away with it. Just a shame that we couldn't have a 9th player slot for Chaos. Although, again, they're not ready yet, so... Unfortunately, it's now going to take about 15 years to unload the game. I noticed this when I exited it previously. There we go. So, yes, what did I kill? I killed 236 units, which, considering it was an 8-player game, is not actually all that much. I don't know. Orcs, well, the Horde race there, or the 2 Horde races, the Orcs and the Imperial Guard, didn't really get off the ground all that well. They kept throwing units away, so, yeah, this is just the Dawn of War AI being the Dawn of War AI. If I wanted to fight a Horde, I would play Survival. But hey. Right, so... Yes, that'll be that one for today. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go and set the graphics settings back to high and try and record some games with the Inari. And probably fail, but I do seem to be doing okay with them, so, you know, we'll see. But hopefully, you shall see that shortly if you have not seen it already. I mean, it depends when I upload this. We'll see. But yes. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed it. And until next time, I have been Caldaris. Goodbye.